What's up, everybody? Max Infamy here with another video talking Dragon Ball Super Episode 60, Goku Black's true identity revealed. Yes, the moment we've all been waiting for since we realized that Trunks likes to wear scarves and all of a sudden has blue hair. Who the hell is Goku Black? But first things first, let's talk about the intro to the episode. Everybody comes back and Beerus is all right, everything's fine. Food, now. They're like, Trunks is like, yeah, we kind of did this before. And it didn't really work out. And as the viewers know, if you watch Dragon Ball Z, and I'm assuming so, it didn't really work out for the future before, even though the past was saved. As they know now, it created an alternate timeline, which does not really make sense that Beerus would know that and still think everything should be fine, but nonetheless, everything isn't. And for the beginning of the episode, there's a lot of flashbacks, a lot of let me explain this, let me explain that, all things that we should all know as fans. It's kind of a recap to new fans, but I don't really see how you can get into Super without at least have started off in Dragon Ball Z in the first place, but that's neither here nor there. Now they decide to go back into the future as we knew they would, but why is Bulma, why? You're just causing trouble. I mean, Trunks already saw you die once. Do you want to die again? I mean, these guys kicked Goku and Vegeta's ass and Trunks' ass simultaneously. They needed sensu beans. They needed 2 sensu beans. What are you doing? I know what this is. This is gonna set up Vegeta to get real pissed off where he was strong enough to punch Beerus at Super Saiyan 2. He gets that type of rage at Super Saiyan Blue. There's gonna be serious issues, and I can see that coming. I think it's 3 episodes down the line. So they come back, they figure out Mai's hurt, and they give her a sensu bean. Why did that need to happen now? If they're trying to be clever, I guarantee you they're gonna need a sensu bean for Bulma, but it was used on Mai. And they're gonna have to choose between somebody else to give the sensu bean to, and Bulma's gonna need it, and she might not be able to get it. She just might die again. Maybe I'm reading too far into that, but I don't know. I just saw that as a precursor to something. There had to be a reason why Trunks, oh, I'm sorry for using up the sensu bean, even though it looked like they had a sack. They had a whole sack. That really doesn't mean anything in anime. So immediately, Goku Black and Zamasu just sense the energy of the Z Warriors themselves, and they show up, and Vegeta just goes Super Saiyan Blue, charges in. So I'm like, yes, all right, here we go, rematch. And then it stops after like 3 punches. Now I don't really know why. Maybe it got lost in translation, but they just stopped. And the title of the episode is pretty much the episode. The entire episode, nothing really happened. I thought there were gonna be a brawl. You know what? I'm not gonna complain too much because at least I did not see Vegeta take another immediate L. So he just starts battling Goku Black, like we said. Then there's a pause, and he explains who he is. Now this answered a question while making me, ask at least 7 more. So for those of you that don't know, Goku Black is actually Zamasu. Okay, let me illustrate that a little bit better. Goku Black's body is the real Goku's body. It is not a copy. And I knew it was a play on words. I called that. But anyway, it's the real Goku's body. Now, how did he get that? He used the Super Dragon Balls to swap minds with Goku Black. So when you see Goku Black, real Goku body, Zamasu mind, that leads me to ask, who's this other Zamasu? What happened to the, obliterated Kakai? What happened to that guy? What happened to that Zamasu? How many more of you are there? Because we need to get rid of you. So there's the big spoiler that I spoiled myself on. So I'm pretty sure that everybody else who did not know that is probably sitting there like, either I called it and, oh man, I thought it was Goten. Yeah, that wasn't Goten. He's missing because they forgot he exists or something, or I don't know, maybe he fell asleep. So here's a couple of questions that, are raised with that revelation of Zamasu actually being in the body of Goku is, how many Zamasus are you? Because we just killed one. That means you're in there, and then there's another one. Is there a Zamasu from that alternate timeline that they used? They never thought about that. Or there is the present timeline Zamasu, which is now dead. I saw a couple of rings in that time ring box, so my assumption is that's just another Zamasu from another timeline. But obviously they're gonna have the same fundamentals and beliefs that mortals should just die, just get out. And another thing is, why does there have to be another episode explaining the Zero Mortals plan? I mean, it's pretty straightforward if you ask me. Kill the mortals. There's got to be more to it. Maybe they're planning on doing it in every timeline of every universe. I'm pretty sure the Omni King is he's not gonna sit and take that, but whatever. You can't really expect crazy people to make sense 100% of the time. All in all, that was pretty much the episode. Not too much happening. A bunch of snacks, a bunch of retelling of information that at least I knew, and the big revelation. Now, as I asked in the other video, I might as well ask in this one, because some people actually don't like spoilers, unlike me, is what do you think about the revelation that is actually Goku's body? That makes sense. He's learning to, take pain and get stronger like it's saying. What do you think of the revelation? Did you call it? Or were you one of the Goten people? Like I said, comment down below and let me know. And I know there's at least one Vegeta fan that'll hear this. Are you glad that Vegeta did not get his ass beat again? I mean, and another thing I want to add before I wrap this video up is that the animation for the about 20 seconds of fighting in the entire episode was actually pretty cool. I like the way that they're stepping up the animation, but the next 3 episodes should be interesting. At least the last 2 should be really good. Who knows if this next episode will be another explanation setup episode of good cliffhanger, even though I knew the cliff was right there and we were gonna have to hang on for another week. All in all, I really enjoyed the episode. Less than I thought I would have, but that's probably more so my fault for thinking this was gonna be a more action-packed episode. But I'm sure that the damage and all the fighting and punching in the stomachs and super gala guns will be in the next couple of episodes, so that will make up for that. But as for everything else, finally, we know who this bastard is. Now the next step is, how do we kill him? There's not a lot of luck going around, so we have to figure that, but that'll be next week. Let me know what you thought about the episode in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos on Dragon Ball Super, as well as some other content if you check out the channel. Once again, thank you for watching, and until next time, I'll catch y'all in the next video.